Everybody. Today, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. Let me fix my hair. Um, I'm getting ready today. I'm like still a little bit. I've been. Can you believe I've been up since like 12 in the afternoon? Like 12 in the afternoon. It's like currently 6:30, and this is like me finally getting out of bed. Like this is ultimate peak, like rot or whatever the fuck you want to call it. What do I have? Girl, I don't know. What the fuck? Okay, anyways, so today was supposed to be like a party day. I was supposed to go to like a birthday party. Because I baked a cake for the person that wanted me to be there, and I was like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll come. Um and like I mean, I like this person I barely even know. We met once at like a what you call it? Like a Halloween party. And so I don't know that much about him, honestly. And initially, I was supposed to go with one of my friends, because they were the one that's gonna drive, and I was gonna drink and stuff like that. Let me turn off the light. And okay, this makes me look like found footage, so we're not gonna do that. It makes me look like found footage. That's crazy work. But anyways, yeah. And I only met him like once at like a Halloween party, and like he's friends with a mutual. He's friends with a friend that I know. He's not even a friend of a friend. He's like a friend's friend. So he's like distant friends or whatever the fuck. Well, like he was really cool when we were at the party, and we kept in contact after. Like we didn't talk a lot. He just like slid up on my stories every now and was like, oh, that's cool, and I'm like, oh, thanks, bro. And I posted I made a cake for my friend. I don't know if I ever told you that, but I made a cake for my friend for her birthday in like March. Um, or not March, May. And he hit me up and was like, hey, do you think you can bake me something for my birthday in July? And I was like, yeah, of course. And I was planning on like, going there and having fun and stuff like that. But then my friend actually had some plans, and so they had to cancel. Not plans. They have to wake up early, and like there's some complications with like their work and stuff. And I know, you know what? I don't want to like not cause or to like not allow my friend to chase the bag, because who am I to seize that bag? Um, and so yeah, I'm not. And like if for me personally, I don't think that I would be comfortable at a party where I don't even know anybody except for like one person, and that one person, is obviously tied up. He's probably gonna like hang out with everybody, and so I think I'm just gonna sit this one out. I'll just drop off the cake, and that is probably just gonna be it. I'm bringing a friend with me because this friend, and this is a different friend by the way. This friend uh can't go because she has work in the morning. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure she would come. But yeah, um, and so I'm gonna take her because like my main issue is that I mean I would have driven there myself if I didn't have the cake. But since I have the cake, it's kind of like, oh shit, like what the fuck. Because I don't want that shit like slipping and sliding. And since it's like a 30 to like 40-minute drive, I don't want the possibility of me like driving there and suddenly the fucking cake goes flying, or something like that, and some fucking disaster happens, because I spent a lot of time on that cake and I want it for the birthday boy. And so um, I'm gonna bring my friend with me, and either she or I are gonna drive. I don't know who is gonna do it yet, but it's probably gonna be her actually, because I'm not in the mood to drive. Um, and we'll just drop out the cake. I'll say hi to the guy, and then we'll just bounce out. Honestly, because like I said, I don't think I would be comfortable at a party that where I barely even know one of the people. I think that's not a good idea to be at. Because the party that I met him at, I only knew like one person, but they were the host of the party. And like, I mean, this is the same case, but like I know this person like super, super well. We've known each other for like 2 years now, and we hang out all the time. And so I just don't see a problem with that. And a lot of the friends that I do, there was a lot of people that I knew at the party as well. And so I felt a lot more comfortable in that regard. But since I'm going to this party and I'm not really familiar with anybody there, it's not like I'm not opposed. It's not like I'm opposed to like meeting anybody new. It's just safety. Like it's not like I don't trust them. It's just at the same time I don't know these people, and so it's not. I don't believe it to be a really smart idea to go to a party where I barely fucking know anybody. Okay, and so yeah. But this morning started out kind of crazy because I woke up to my friend messaging me telling me that they couldn't go, and I was like up all night like thinking about it, because like I said, I have that thing with like anxiety where I'll like always like every time there's like a major event, I'll just like stay up like kind of jittering about it because I'm not sure what's gonna happen. And so that happened, and then I was just like, oh, okay, like, bro, I'm not gonna stop you from getting your bag, but thank you anyways, because I asked him like kind of late in advance, and so yeah, I mean, I don't blame them for not being able to go. But then I was like, oh fuck, like how am I gonna do it? And I was trying to work out the schematics in my head, and then so I reached out to the friend that I'm currently gonna go with right now. And she was like, bro, like I don't even have a car because fucking, you know what happened to her? Because I feel so bad. I woke up to her calling me, actually, not like my friend texted me. Like she called me and she was like, girl, can you come pick me up? And I was like, oh my god, for what? And she was like, my fucking car broke down. I was like, holy shit, are you fucking serious? And so I like got up and got ready and stuff, and I was gonna like, I mean, it only took me like 3 minutes to get ready, so I was like, okay, let's go. And then she called me again. I was like, actually no, like my mom's coming to pick me up and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay. And then so I hopped back in bed because the party doesn't start until like 8, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do all day. And so I hopped into bed, and I was just planning on like, you know, catching a few more Z's because I kind of stayed up later than I anticipated last night, and so I was like, maybe I'll just catch some more Z's, honestly. And so that's what I mean. I didn't really do it. I just stayed in bed like watching reels for like 6 hours. And do I regret it? Not really, but I feel like I could have done a lot more. But I feel like the worst that could have happened is that, like, you know, I fell asleep, and I feel like this color is like way darker than the other ones I have, but that's not the color I have. But and like I was just trying to work out the schematics in my head because I was like, well, I don't really have a right there because my main issue is with the cake. Like if I was going by myself, I obviously would just go to the party and not drink or something like that. But since I have the cake, it's like another worry. And so I just don't know. Honestly. And so I was like, okay, like maybe I could take an Uber there, but the Uber there is like 40 minutes, right? And the fucking ride back and forth would be like $80. And I don't know if I really want to spend $80 just Ubering back and forth. Like that seems like a waste of money, honestly, to me, if I know people who can drive. And so, but like at the same time, like if I'm going to drink, I'm obviously going to get a fucking Uber, but if I have like other means to do so, I'm going to use the resources before going to Uber because the fuck I look like, right? The fuck I look like. And so I was asking around and stuff, and my friend was like, dude, if I had a car, I would drive you, but I can't. And she even offered to like pay for my Uber, and I was like, no, full stop. You are not going to spend money on me. Like, you're not going to like give me money when you're not even going to the event. Like, she's like, but I feel bad that I can't help you and stuff like that. I'm like, girl, no, I'm not taking your fucking money. Like, in the most kindest way, I'm not gonna take your fucking money. Because yeah, no, I just would not feel right. Like even though like she's my homegirl, right? She's like my best friend. We've been friends since like middle school, and so I know that when she says that, she doesn't expect me to like pay her back and stuff like that. But I was like, no, girl, like I know you're like, you know, like you're always like this parental figure, but I'm not expecting you to pay for my shit because I mean, I'd be okay if like both me and her are going, but since it's only me going, I don't feel right about it, you know? And so I was like, no, girl, like cease that behavior, cease it, because I will not allow it. I will not allow it. It's not in this corner of the space. I'm trying to find And so I was just like, yeah. And I mean, I just don't think I'm in a party mood either, honestly. I think I'm like that, like a person that enjoys like going to parties where I at least know like 20% of the party, or at least like know more than just one person, and and like actually familiar with that person that I'm going to see, you know? Because the party that I went to recently, it was like a couple of weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago now, I think. I actually did not know a lot of, well, I do actually know, like, I think majority of the party that was there, but I don't know them. Like, I know them from, like, passing, and I've hung out with them, like, once or twice. But the only reason why I went is because it's one of my other, like, really, really good friends, and they invited me, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, we'll ball. And they were like, I actually didn't expect you to come. I was like, if you're inviting me to a birthday party and you're my fucking homeboy, like, we're going, bro. Like, but yeah. This new curler that I got, fucking, I don't know how to work it because it's so, holy fuck, what the fuck was that? Like something popped in my, did it rip out a lash? No, it did not. What the fuck was that? Why did it crack like that? What the fuck? And nothing's broken. Like I can't see if anything, I'm switching back to ye old trustful because that shit was so scary. What the fuck? Shit like whipped me. Oh my gosh. Without my consent. Like, what a fucking freak. But anyways, yeah, I went to that party because yeah, I was like, bro, like you're a fucking homie, like you're like one of my really close homies. Like, of course I'm gonna fucking go, despite me not really knowing a lot of the people. But then when I got there, I started to get, like talking, got to know a lot of them, which is really cool. But in this instance, it's like I barely even know I would feel a lot more comfortable if I had like a +2 with me, more like a +1 with me because then I'll actually have someone I trust to be there with. Um, but since I have zilch, none of that, we'll just just drop off the cake. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. Like even though I am kind of sad that I'm not gonna be able to like party because I think that I would like to party with like people because I didn't really get that like frat experience or like house party experience. Like I did, but not like significantly. I went to like one house party and that got busted by the cops, and so we had to fucking duck out of there. But like it was like me being in there for like an hour, and I was just sitting on a couch in the middle of a lawn talking to these alternative people that went to like a different college. And so I don't even consider that like a college experience, but maybe it is. Like we ended the night early because my DD driver was my roommate at the time, and they were like, I don't feel comfortable, going to the next location, and so we just walked around Dinky for a little bit. Dinky is like a college, like uptown college area. I don't even know what it's called. Like what to even call it, honestly, because I don't even know what to consider it. I just call it Dinky. Like if you're in Minneapolis, you just know what Dinky is. And so we walked around there for a little bit, and we just got pizza and went back and just vibed. But at the time, I only went because one, my roommate was gonna go, and some of the people in our dorm was gonna go, and a guy I was talking to at the time really wanted me to go, and I was just like, fuck it, like we'll go. Like I'm a freshman, like what can go wrong? And the cops came, and we just fucking ran out of there, and yeah, that was only like college, and I've obviously been to clubs and stuff, but I haven't been to like a party, that's thrown by people in a bit, and so I was kind of looking forward to it, honestly, but just weighing out like the pros and cons, the adult in me is just like, girl, you probably shouldn't go, but the teenager in me is like, let's go. But you know what? Like you just gotta listen to your instincts, honestly. Like I don't know if something bad's gonna happen, but like you just have to look out for yourself and be an advocate, and that's what I'm gonna do. Can you tell that I'm like trying to like reason with myself right now because I do really want to go, but I know better. And plus, yeah, I just want to stay home and fucking do hickeys and whatnot and fucking bake. Even though I baked like the entire day yesterday, I want to keep on baking because I like doing it. But yeah, crazy situation, y'all. Sorry, I had to check the time. I was like, let's see. But I'm just doing my makeup just a little bit, just so I can be a little presentable when I go up there. But honestly, I don't think I'm gonna do like too extravagant of a makeup. I did actually kind of have a little bit of plans today. I was planning on going to the fuck just fell. I was planning on going to the thrift store and seeing if I can like get like a few more items before school starts. I mean, it's in like a month or two, but you can you just gotta hit up the thrift whenever you can, because you never know what's gonna be there or what isn't gonna be there. And so, yeah, that. But then it obviously didn't pan out because I obviously stayed. One of my eyebrows is like shorter than the other. I don't know what the issue with that is, but that's annoying me like quite a bit. Okay, there we go. I think that works. Doesn't even matter. It probably doesn't even matter. I'm just being fucking nitpicky. But yeah, I was planning on going to a thrift and seeing what else they had to offer, but I just am not in the mood to spend more money because the last thrifting session like was nearly $30 for like 5 items, and I know that for you guys that's probably like pretty cheap, but like when you're in the Midwest and you're thrifting, like clothing it should not be that expensive if you're thrifting, honestly. In my opinion, but I hope my lashes stay up, but who cares? I feel like so congested as well. I feel like my face is like so bloated today. I don't know what's going on, but you know what? I can't change what I look like currently. So we'll just cover it up. Because if I can't change it, we'll just cover it up. No worries. But yeah, I stayed up late last night. Let me show you guys what I did actually. I made like little cake toppers because I didn't want to buy any. Okay, let me like blend out my shit first before I show you guys. Can't believe I was gonna hop on here with like non-blend makeup. Anyways, so this is like a little cake topper. I like covered it in like tape and so I wouldn't like get into the cake. But this is like the flag, the One Piece flag. And then I made like little circular icons. So this is obviously Tony Chopper. Chopper. And then this is Zoro. Let me like not cover him, but that's Zoro. And then this is Nami. I keep on covering them. Let me like hold them on top. But this is Nami. And then this is Luffy. Yeah, there we go. And then this is Sanji. Little cutie. I like this one. It's cute. And this is Usopp. I didn't make Robin or any of the other members because I got tired. It was like 5 in the morning and I just want to get to bed. And so that was all I did. But I think they're cute and I was just going to put them on like toothpicks and just put them on the cake. Because I just can't, I don't know how to decorate cakes. I'm still trying to work on it. That's like one of my like downfalls as like a baker is I can't decorate cakes because I just don't have an eye for like what's the word? Like eye for cleanliness or like perfection. I just bake just to bake and if they turn out nice looking, then that's nice, but I just don't like put a lot of effort into like food styling and stuff like that. And so it's really difficult for me to make things look good. Cuz I focus more on like the taste and the technique and stuff like that. Like I focus on like the ingredients and what goes in it, but I don't think about like like I should make it look like aesthetically pleasing and stuff like that. Because I know that's not one of my strong suits, and so I don't bother with it. But yeah, and so yeah, I'm just gonna put that on the cake, and then I still have to write something. I think I'm just gonna write like 22 or something, because that's how old he's turning. And yeah, I was like trying to think of like One Piece sayings that maybe I can show you the cake. I'll just show you on my phone because I don't want to pull up some fucking fancy schmancy thing. So that's the cake I made. And then here's like the top portion. And like I said, I'm not like no fucking master baker or anything of the means. That's like the second, no, that's like the third cake I've ever made, like a frosted cake. I've made one for my cousin way back when I lived in the apartment, and I made one for my friend, and I made one now. And so that's like my third cake, and I used in like a new type of frosting. It's called like an Italian buttercream, and I don't think I've ever used it in like any baked good, and so I know that's like really risky to do, especially if you're baking for someone else. Like you probably should be familiar with it, but I was doing some research and it said that like that type of frosting will hold pretty well in whatchamacallit, in like hotter settings, and will be a lot more stable. And so that's why I chose it. But I also understand that since it's the meringue based frosting, it's gonna like sweat, like it's gonna sweat or start leaking and stuff like that. So I'm like kind of worried about what it's gonna look like. Because I have not looked at it since I put it in the fridge like 24 hours ago, and so I'm not sure what it looks like, but I hope it's fine. I hope it's fine. Like when I was like piping and everything, it wasn't like melting, because I normally work with whipped cream, just a really stabilized whipped cream. But even then, even the stabilization doesn't help, because all whipped cream is just sugar and heavy cream, and so it's not gonna be as shelf stable as, you know, something that's like heavily stabilized as, you know, egg whites and sugar. It's like something on my lips. And so yeah, I just don't know what it's gonna look like. I'm a little worried, I'm not gonna lie. And the frost, like, I redid the frosting job like 5 times over because I just can't frost for the life of me. Like, I like when I do it on the paper, I'm like, okay, big word, I can do that. But then the second I like get my fucking pipe on the actual cake, my brain just like farts and it's like, oh, it's not a flat surface anymore, it's like concave. Like, what do we do? And I'm just like, just do what we just did. And they're like, no. And so I did do that a couple times, but luckily I was in a good mood, and so I wasn't too mad about the fact that I had to do it over and over. Like, I think that if I was in like a pissy fucking mood and I had to do it over and over, I think that cake would have been smashed. But did not happen, and so we're good. Cleaning up some of the spots here. But yeah, I hope they like the cake. Honestly, I hope he likes the cake because I put a lot of work into it, and I tasted. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I only tasted the frosting and the jam that I put into it. The cake is by Claire Staffitz, and it's like the birthday cake that she has in her cookbook. And I've made that cake multiple times now, but I've only made it like twice, and I have the recipe. And I used substitutions when I first used it, and so this is the time. This is like the first time I actually like made it as the recipe was told. And so I'm not sure of the actual taste of the cake or anything like that, and so I'm a little worried because I tasted the jam, and the jam was actually really banging. And the frosting was, you know, just frosting. It wasn't too anything too spectacular. It was just like a vanilla Italian meringue, not Italian meringue, Italian buttercream. And yeah, I'm just a little worried. I don't know. But no, like the strawberry preserves I made, or like jelly or whatever it's called, is banging. Like, oh, my friend says she's right. Okay. Okay, gotta hurry this up then. But the jam that I made was fucking banging. Like, I didn't use any recipe, I just guessed. But I think what really helped it was when I threw in some rum. Like, I don't know why the fuck that made the fucking thing taste so good. But I was like, this is fucking delicious. Like, holy shit. Like, I'm a fucking master chef. Like, they need to put me on, like, now. Because I normally never really bake with alcohol other than when I'm making canapes. But fuck, it was good this time around. I don't know what it is, man. When I say that like boosted my ego, that shit boosted my ego. I was like, fuck, dude, I'm cooking. Where did I put the... Oh. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like every time I make a cake, it's like so stressful. I don't know how like cake makers secure, like make sure their cakes get there in like a secure way, because every time I've ever transported a cake, I literally feel so much anxiety, and that's probably why I don't like. I prefer making something like, you know, like macarons or something cookie or like cupcake based. But with cakes, it's such a big mass that it's very difficult to like bring anywhere. I don't know, and so hats off to those professional cake makers because I will never be you. Not that I want to be, because you guys seem to live a very stressful life, and I'm just not about that life. And so yes, I said I'm not gonna do for my a lot for my makeup, and here I am applying like coats of mascara. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, that is what has been going on in the last 6 hours of my life. Just a lot of, you know, ruminating and thinking about possibilities in this lifetime, and yeah. Oh fuck. Oh, this thing is so sharp it fucking hurts because I trimmed it, but now it's like blunt and it hurts like a motherfucker to use. Ow. My dad is home. Mine papa is home. know what else to talk about, honestly. I still haven't even finished my makeup because I think I'm going like slow today for some reason. This brush is actually like so nice. It came with the same pack, or like the pack that I got at the Morphe store, at the Mall of America. And I've had this thing for a while, and it's still, these sheets are still cooking, except for this one. This one has been through the ringer, you can tell. Eek. But yeah, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go pick up my friend, and we're gonna get some grub. Because I haven't eaten all day, obviously, because I've just been in bed fucking rotting. And then we're gonna spin back to my place, pick up the cake, and then either she or I are gonna drive to the location, and we're just gonna drop it off, drive back, and then I drop her off at home, and I just come back home and do some more baking because I'm a loser like that. But honestly, I think that's what I prefer to do anyways. I prefer just to be at home baking and watching like podcasts and stuff like that. I'm like a boring person, I guess. I don't know. Sue me. Or don't, because I don't have money, but in theoretics, sue me. Let me actually check to see if the guy responded. No, he is not. He's probably busy with, getting shit, but yeah. I think that is gonna look at me for my makeup. Just something, natural. Just kidding, it's not really natural, but hey. The fuck was that? Everything is like breaking. What is going on? I think something chipped. I need to like have a more careful hand. Oh my goodness. A little bit of this. Okay, I think that is probably gonna be it. Let me see. Oh wait, I've been like trying this thing where I like bring down my thingamabobber a little. Cause I kind of like the kind of cohesion that creates, like putting it at the bottom as well. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I think that's it. I don't know if that made a difference, but we'll just spray. Okay. I think that is all for now. I'm sorry for this kind of like low energy. It's just because I just do not have the energy. So, I mean, you guys will see this look. So, yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys. Oh my gosh. Let me wipe this off before I sign out. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, kisses.